Welcome to Dead Boys Corner, and today what we're going to do is we are modding the Insomniac games with the Overstrike mod manager. So this mod manager allows us to mod Insomniac games, so that covers the Ratchet and Clank PC port, uh, all of the Spider-Man ones, including the newest one that released yesterday, Spider-Man 2. But for the sake of this video, we are going to use Spider-Man's Miles Morales because it is the one that I have on my Steam account. So let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, so now that we are at the desktop, first thing what we're going to do is extract it just like this, and then I'm just going to rename this real quick just so it says Overstrike, and then I'm going to cut this and place this in my mod tools folder. Put that in Insomniac because that is where we'll have it modded, and then just make sure that the files are there. They are. So now we just go into Steam and we're going to add a non-Steam game. We're going to navigate to where we have our Overstrike, and then we're going to add selected just like that. Go right there. And then type in Overstrike mod manager, or you could keep it as like overstrike.exe or just name it Overstrike. It doesn't necessarily matter. It's just I normally like to put mod manager just so I can like organize it like later on, just so it's a bit like easier to find like the next time that like I would use to mod it and stuff. And then we're going to force a compatibility layer. I'm going to use GE Proton 923, but for this one, I think essentially any Proton version should work. So for like a safe bet, use like Proton Experimental or just like Proton 9. And then after we add it, we are going to click it once because we have to actually launch it so it can create its prefix. And then it's going to complain about saying that it needs .NET Desktop Runtime 7. So now we know what is the dependency that it needs. We're going to press no on that because that's unneeded. And then going to go into Proton Tricks. If you do not have Proton Tricks, you'll be able to find it on the Discover store. And if you're using an SD card or an external hard drive, when you open up Proton Tricks, there will be a little command and stuff if you haven't ran the command yet to actually allow like those external devices to access like those Steam prefixes on those. It'll have like a command and stuff, so you would just run that in your terminal by pressing like Control-Alt-T or just going here and typing in console. And then you just paste the command, rerun Proton Tricks, and then that pop-up isn't there anymore. So we just go into Overstrike Mod Manager. For its prefix, this takes a little bit for it to pop up, so I'm going to pause it right about. Now that we're back, we're going to just go select default line prefix to just press OK, and then we're going to go install Windows DLL or component, because this is the part where, from what the error said, saying that we need .NET 7 desktop runtime, not .NET 7, because they are slightly different. So it would be .NET Desktop 7, that one. And then it will download the 32-bit version, which would be the x86. And then after that, it would be the 64-bit version, which would be the x64. So you just install both of those, and then that will cause Overstrike to actually run next time. So that's the 32-bit one, and that's the 64-bit one. Just wait for those to install. Once that's installed, we can close out of Proton Tricks because we no longer need it. And now we can just press play. Now in this part, it's not going to automatically detect where your Insomniac games are. So I'm just going to create a folder. I'm just going to name this games for now. And then we are going to navigate to where our game is. For my case, because it's installed on the internal storage, it will be local share Steam apps common, and then that's where like the Steam games will be. For SD cards and external drives, it would be the SD card or the external drive, and then it's normally in a folder called like either Steam Library or Steam Apps. But basically, once you find it, where are you, Spider-Man? Yep, it's under Marvels. So I'm just going to open this as a new tab, go to my Insomniac, go to my games folder that I have set up, and then I'm just going to drag this. We're going to create a link because we don't want to move it to the directory, or we wouldn't be able to launch it through Steam. We want to actually create a link so that it's like, hey, if we browse this directory and stuff, we would actually be able to find the game. So it'll be like that. And now in Overstrike, all we just do is we just add game. I'm going to name this Spider-Man Miles for my profile. And then I'm just going to browse to where it's at. So in my case, it would be /home deck. And then mod tools, Insomniac, Overstrike, games, and then Marvel Spider-Man, just like that. And now just press, create, just like that. And now add, create profiles. And then we are in the menu. Just go like that. Okay. And now we press the plus button and we navigate to where we have our mods. Mine is in my desktop. So go desktop, Miles Vampire Hunter, press open, cell shaded, and then install mods. It installs too, and now that should pop it up. I'm trying to remember what mod it takes. Okay. I think it takes over this one, right? Yep. Set it like that and save. So this one would be set as the end suit. So now I can close out of that and open up Spider-Man. And just like that, it shows that I have my mod installed. Just kind of, oh yeah, I gotta craft it. And there we go. And I got my cell shaded Spider-Mans. Ooh, beautiful rendering of shaders. Man, I love Sony games.
For me? No problem. It's been a while.
And now we're back,
Must be glad she's coming back.
and we got
I'm
our
kinda
skin.
surprised Sable let her go. MJ's profile opened by calling her cold, calculating, and humorless. Lavish.
Anyway, that is how to mod the Insomniac games on the Steam Deck, featuring a few technical difficulties. My camera went out, um, and uh, Sony PC ports are totally great. I love when they randomly drop frame rates. Anyway, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you disliked the video, give it a dislike. If you have any questions or comments down below, leave them down below. And if you haven't joined the Discord, I suggest you do. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to help and assist.